One of the major things that I do to speed deals up, to allow myself to leverage other people's money to grow my assets, to grow my empire, is I set up paid ads to get phone calls coming in quickly. And I'm not going to go into the full process. There's other videos I've shared on this topic, but a lot of people that get an idea of my process, that are in my free group, that have heard about me and what I do, they're like, well, how do I run ads if I've never run ads before? Okay. And I will tell you this, I personally have run over $1.1 million. I just checked this yesterday. I have personally run over $1.1 million in paid ads, just on Google, by the way, which I know for some people listening, they're like, that's it. I know, but for some of you they're like, holy cow, that's a lot of money. And it has allowed me to learn a lot, okay? Mainly what not to do. And so it's allowed me to help people navigate what not to do, and also to develop a system of, hey, if you do this, then this is going to happen. If you use this ad copy, then this is going to happen, and so forth and so on. So I'm just going to give you a really quick overview of, if you've never run ads before, what you should do. Okay, so here's what I would recommend. If you've never run ads before, what I would recommend is going to Google AdWords, and by default, they're going to give you an AdWords Express account, okay? Also known as a smart account, which basically is a dumb account because it's really easy to set up. Now, a couple things about these smart accounts. You are going to pay more for clicks because Google is going to try and spend your money. You do not have that much control over the same things you would have control over in an expert campaign, which is the other product that Google offers in Google AdWords. But it's really quick. Okay, you can set them up really rapidly. It's foolproof, and you will get traffic to your site. And so, because my goal is not to run ads forever, my goal is to run ads to get some leads, to then close a business owner on a deal, to get the credit card on file, and then build out the asset. I'm more interested in speed than I am in perfection. And so even me, with running as much money as I have through ads, I still use AdWords Express, aka Google Smart Campaigns or Smart Ads. I don't know, they're always changing the name. And when you hear this, it may be a couple of years down the road and it's completely different. But for now, right now, at the time of recording this, it is called Google Smart Campaigns or something like that. Okay, it's the dumb one. Okay, it's the easy one. And again, there are some downsides to it. But for speed, I would literally go type in Google AdWords. It's going to default you there. Now, if you've already run Google Ads, you may want to type in Google AdWords Express to make sure you're in one of those. And you're going to just follow the steps and set up a Google AdWords Express, aka Google Smart Ad, and you're going to push traffic to your site that way. It's very simple. It's going to ask you for a couple of headlines. It's going to ask you for some keyword themes. And so, for example, if you're running tree service ads to a tree service website for a rank and rent property, go and find out what are the most highly searched terms. And for example, in that niche, I know that tree service is a highly searched term. I know that tree cutting is a highly searched term. I know that tree removal is a highly searched term and a really lucrative term. I know that tree trimming, stump removal, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then they want you to choose, I think, between 8 and 10 keyword themes. And it's very, very simple. And then the other piece of advice I would give you is when you go to set your budget, I never, ever, 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 I typically will never do more than $20 per day. And I say typically because there's specific situations where the math will make sense. I never run more than $20 per day, because $20 per day times 30 days is $600. And so if I'm going to do a $1,000 per month deal on the low end, I want to make sure I have some money in there to make profit from day one. And if that math didn't make sense, then I apologize, but it's very simple. I charge a flat rate on all my deals, $1,000 per month minimum. Right now, my minimum is $1,500. Well, that's my average is $1,500, and my goal is to get deals at $2,000 per month. Okay. So that said, you are going to spend $20 a day times 30 days. That's $600 on ads, right? So if nothing else changes and you're charging $1,000 and you're spending $600, you're going to make a $400 split. You're still going to be profitable. But I don't want to run $30 ads, because 30 times 30 is 900. It's actually a little more because Google calculates it off of a higher. It's 30.4 days. So it's even higher than that. And at $30 a day, I'm not going to be able to make money on that deal. And so I don't want to know how many leads and clicks I can get on $30 a day. I want to know what I can get on $20 a day, because that's the highest I'm willing to go, assuming that I'm going to do $1,000 deal or more. So in recap, if you are looking to set up ads and you've never run them before, go to Google AdWords Express, Google Smart Campaigns, set one up. They're really, really simple. Choose your keyword themes based on the most highly searched terms in that niche. Set your budget for no higher than $20 per day. I didn't mention this, I like to keep my radius at 15 miles or less. Push go and let her rip. And I promise you, you will be surprised at how quickly phone calls will start coming in. Well, let me say how quickly traffic will start getting to your website. If you have a crappy website that doesn't convert, I can't guarantee that there's going to be any calls. But if you are semi-intelligent, you should be able to set up a landing page that is going to convert. Make sure the phone number is easily clickable. That is my tip there. Guys, go check it out. Go try it for yourself. It's how I learned. Here I am $1.1 million later, and it's still what I'm using. I'm just perfecting the system.